Peace, man, in the VC. I'm TC. I'm here with a contest entry for my friend Beth over at RedrumRecords. Got the tie-dye on and everything to talk about 1969. Well, let me tell you something. Throughout most of that year, I was a wee lad of 6 years old. So I don't remember it real well. And I was certainly too young to really remember everything, but jogging my memory a little bit from a standpoint of a little kid that was there, I think I got this. She got 4 questions, and she wants us to answer this. She wants to know our favorite artist that performed at Woodstock. Well, you know, there were a lot of great groups there, a lot of great acts. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, The Who, the band, Richie Havens, Sweetwater. You could go on and on and on. But I gotta pick somebody different. Somebody I liked. Wasn't very well known. They played in this little far off, little tiny tree stump of a stage. And unlike the rest of the place, they were doing comedy. Not music, comedy. I think I got a little clip around here somewhere.
The name of the group.
Who?
The group on stage.
Who?
That's what I'm asking you.
And I'm telling you the answer.
Wait, Skippy, let's start over. Is there a band on stage?
Yes.
Does that band have a name?
Yes.
Do you know the name of that band?
Yes.
Then tell me the name of the band on stage.
Who?
The name of the band.
Who?
The band on stage.
Who?
The band playing on stage.
Who?
That's what I want to know.
I'm telling you.
Who is on stage?
Yes.
Who is?
Yes.
Oh, so the name of the band is Yes.
No, Aunt Sloppy. Yes is not even at this concert.
Then who is
On stage.
You tell me.
Who?
The name of the group on stage.
Who?
The name of the group.
Who?
The group on stage.
Who?
The band.
No, the band is performing later. Right now we're listening to Who.
That's what I want to know.
Hey, you squirrels are funny, man. Come on up here and take a bow.
I know that was a cheat, Beth. I'm sorry. I really can't pick one. I didn't know it that well, and a lot of the music at Woodstock was great. I don't know who I know Joni Mitchell wasn't there, and a lot of great people, but there was just too many acts. So I'll stick with Slappy and Skippy. Second question. Favorite album released in 1969. Well, I was 6 years old, and 1969 brought the first album by one of the most important acts of the 1970s, and it was originally released under another title, but after they got popular in the summer of 1970, it was re-released under a different title. And this is the re-release. Carpenter's Ticket to Ride. This was originally released in 1969 under the title Offering. I'm not sure if this one was re-released in late 69 or early 1970 after Close to You became a hit. But this album is unlike any other Carpenter's album. It features Richard lead singing on almost half the album. Karen played all the drums almost on this album. A lot of great stuff, a lot of self-contained composers, and they would grow considerably over the next few years, but you could hear the wonderful harmonies and the great sound that they would eventually drive them to become worldwide superstars. So my favorite album from 1969 is Carpenter's and Ticket to Ride. Favorite movie of 1969? Well, this is a sentimental choice. It's not that I really like the movie, because it's okay, but it's not great. But for me, it was exciting. Up to this point in my life, like I said, I was 6 years old, I had only been to the drive-in. Drive-ins were huge in the 60s. I used to go to this one drive-in. We lived in Washington State, and we lived outside of Spokane, and we went to this one drive-in on the eastern side of the city. I think it was in Dishman or Opportunity, and they played a lot of Disney films. And then later on, my stepfather, who was much younger than my mother, would take Mom and I to the drive-in with him, and we'd go see, drag racing films or horror films, which my mom also liked. She didn't care for the biker films. But my very first time inside of an inside movie theater was when I was 6 years old, and it was in a small little theater called the Cine 1 in downtown Newark, Ohio. It's been torn down. It went out of business, was restored as the auditorium theater, which it had originally been, and then was torn down later. But in that theater, in a very crowded, sold-out theater, I got to see my very first indoor theater movie, A Boy Named Charlie Brown. It was on a road show at the time, and around the country, showing in just a few cities at a time. That's how they did things back then. And I remember loving it at the time. Looking back, it's not the best Peanuts movie. My favorite Peanuts movie of all of them that's come out, except for the more recent CGI one, which was terrific, was probably Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, and Don't Come Back, because there's as little of Lucy in that as possible. But A Boy Named Charlie Brown will always hold that special spot in my heart, and it came out, I saw it in September or October of 1969, I forget which. Now, show something with the number said 1969 on it. Well, okay, I'll do that. But before I do that, in addition to Woodstock going on, Woodstock went on from August 15th through 18th. Just before that, two other earth-shaking events happened in 1969. On July 20th, we landed on the moon for the first time, and Neil Armstrong took his first step onto the lunar surface with his whole One Giant Leap for Mankind line. And then a month later, less than a month later, on August 9th and 10th, the Manson murders happened. I know it's a terrible thing to talk about, but they set the tone for that fall. And then, of course, right in the middle of Woodstock, down on the Gulf Coast, Hurricane Camille, the strongest hurricane up to that point ever to slam into the mainland, came ashore at Pass Christian, Mississippi on August 17th, right in the middle of Woodstock, and wiped out dozens of lives, I think, and quite a bit of damage. And I had to bring that up because I'm a disaster buff. As for showing the number 1969, there was a series on ABC TV just a couple years ago, and this is what it looked like.
Punch back.
Power to the people.
We were fighting back.
We were close to a civil war.
Phenomenal.
Exciting.
Terrifying.
My God, what happened?
Outrageous.
Divided. Scary.
A lot of today, it's a mirror image of what was happening back then.
Take the ticket. Enjoy the ride. 1969, the stunning landmark 6-episode docu-series event, premiering Tuesday night, April 23rd.
Did I watch it? No, I haven't seen it. But the ad says 1969. That's all you wanted, Beth. So, Beth, this is for you. My little attempt at humor and a humorous entry into your 1969 contest. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't mind my little leeway here and there. And I hope everyone else got a kick out of it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. And please, thumbs up, just so I know that everybody likes it. And hopefully I will see you in the near future. Until then, I'm TC. Bye-bye.